I'm Kelly from Just a Taste, and today we are all about the homemade falafel. The first time I ever had falafel was actually at a restaurant in New York City called Taim, and they're world renowned for their falafel. So once I had a taste, I knew I had to recreate this recipe at home. So we're gonna start off by adding our chopped white onion and garlic to the bowl of a food processor. And this is just roughly chopped. And then I have about 3 cloves of garlic. And I'm gonna give this a quick pulse just until the ingredients are combined. I'm gonna scrape down the sides just to make sure we get that onion nice and pureed. Fresh onion and garlic. All right, one more quick whiz. So now that the onion and garlic are finely pureed, I'm gonna transfer this to a strainer. And what this does is it gets any of that extra liquid out because we wanna make sure that our falafel mixture really sticks together because we're gonna be pan frying these today. So we're gonna get all of this transferred into a strainer. Now that I have most of the onion and garlic mixture removed, I'm just gonna push it through the strainer and release any of that liquid. Now I'm gonna add the rest of our falafel ingredients to the food processor, starting off with the chickpeas. And then all of our spices, and in addition to the cumin and chili powder and salt, I also have a little bit of baking powder. And last but not least, our fresh herbs. So today we're using a mixture of cilantro and parsley, and the herbs give it that great flavor, but also an awesome color. Now that the mixture is blended, I'm gonna add the onions and garlic back in. We've strained a good amount of liquid out of this. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of all-purpose flour, and this is just gonna soak up any extra liquid and make sure that our falafel mixture really sticks together. So we'll start with about 1/4 cup, and then you wanna just kinda eyeball it when we start the food processor again. Now I'm gonna pulse the mixture together just until it forms a ball. This looks absolutely perfect. So this mixture is now gonna go into a bowl covered and then into the fridge for 2 hours. And that refrigeration time really allows the flavors to come together and makes sure the mixture is set before we scoop it into falafel. Now that the falafel mixture has chilled for about 2 hours, we're gonna start cooking them. So today I'm gonna pan fry them, but I also have directions for how to bake the falafel on Just a Taste if you prefer that cooking method. So I'm gonna start by adding some vegetable oil to a saute pan. And then our mixture is nice and chilled. And today I'm just using a small ice cream scoop, and what I love about this is we get really uniform sized falafel. So we're just gonna scoop a little bit out, and you can see the mixture is very moist, but it's not wet. It's gonna hold together in a ball perfectly. So I'm gonna scoop this out like this, and then just flatten it slightly. We kinda are going for little hockey pucks. It's perfect, and then into the hot oil they go. So once the falafel are golden brown, you're gonna flip them once, and that golden brown color is gonna give it that nice exterior crunch that falafel are known for, especially since we're pan frying them. And then once they're nice and golden brown like this guy here, I'm gonna transfer them onto a paper towel lined baking sheet to soak up any extra oil. And it is assembly time, so we have our homemade falafel. I've got this really pillowy soft pita bread, some plain yogurt, cucumbers, and tomatoes, and it's time to put it all together. So we'll get a nice layer of this thick yogurt on our pita. And you could also use tahini sauce. I've got a great recipe for that on Just a Taste. And I love the contrast of the cool yogurt with the crispy falafel. It is hard to beat, so we'll get these guys now tucked on here. Now we're gonna add our veggies. That's some thinly sliced cucumber, and then our cherry tomatoes for a pop of color. And that right there is restaurant-worthy homemade falafel. For the full recipe, check out justataste.com.